Camera rolling with sound in 3, 2.
Hello once again and welcome to another edition of African Stars Club Legends. With us today is Mr. Zigo Omina Shadirwa. Welcome to the program, Zigo.
Thank you. Hello, Carlos. Thank you. And thanks really for having me. Always an honor to come speak about African stars, bringing us down, taking us down memory lane. Very good. I like it.
Well, he might be a little bit young, but he's a club legend. In and out African Stars, he stood the test of time. He started with African Stars at a very young age, coming from the Kakarara Secondary School, having played for clubs like Hungry Lions with his brothers, Kaundeka Aces, and he was eventually snapped up by African Stars. Can you please walk us through your journey as to how you joined African Stars?
Yeah. Firstly, let me say I grew up in Aminus, Sarimare, and for my first 6 years, and then at the 7th year I came to Windhoek. That's where I first made contact with the football. I watched my brother. I used to accompany my brother to Kishadero to trainings. You remember Hungry Lions used to train at single quarters there before that disco hall on hard bricks, hard rocks. You could train there, and then maybe you had two pairs. Some guys had only one pair. They play on hard rocks, and then you have to go play at the SKW or Kadutura Stadium with the same boots. That was tough. But as I said, I grew up there, and then I came to primary school in Windhoek, and I went to Waterberg Primary School, senior primary school to further my studies there. I played real football there. Many people can attest to that. And then I went to Kakara Secondary School, played for the first team before I came for trials at African Stars. But it was a given. It was my path. I just had to take that. After school, it was just African Stars all the way. There was no other team. I came for trials, and then I went back to play for a first division team, Young Stars of Okahanja. We jungled between those village tournaments, and then first division. We played for Young Hungry Lions as well. My boyhood team, I must say it's my boyhood, because that's where I saw the first sight of the ball at the Hungry Lions. And then I played trials for African Stars and went back. They wanted to snap me up immediately. And then I said, no, I'll come in due time, no problem.
At some stage, you also went to Shifidi. Shifidi, was it Shifidi?
Yeah, I came for my standard 7.
And who were some of your celebrated teammates there at the school?
At the school, I was with Kilian Kavari, and I think Ringo Scrive were seniors, and Max Kapose. Those were the boys I grew up with. It was my age mates. And then we had an under 17. We played for the under 17 that year. We played some good football as well against the Echipena, against the former white schools. It was 1987. So the former white schools. We gave a good account of ourselves.
You made your debut against Sorondo Bucks, if I'm not mistaken, in a friendly match.
In a friendly match.
And then your official debut against Civics, where you beat Civics 5-0.
I scored my first goal.
Tell us, how was the feeling like? I mean, playing for African Stars, especially in front of a big crowd. It was always your dream to play for African Stars. Now suddenly you find yourself among stars like Tsetse Nerumbu, Bernard Newman, and all these top players. And going onto that field, how was the feeling sort of like?
I was a little arrogant. There was a little sense of arrogance with me. I knew when my time comes, I'll come to training, give it my all, and just go into the starting lineup. There was talk in all over the place. Where are you going to play? Where those people? Where in that midfield? There is who? Toti Hanavi. There is Richard Kamberipa. Where are you going to play? I said, no, when it's my time, I'm going there. There was a tendency also for the old guard. They didn't want to make space for the youngsters to come in. We were training at English primary school, I remember. It was still not grass like it is today. But I gave them a run for their money. It was clear I had to be in the starting lineup. So the Sorondo Bucks friendly, That's why nobody wanted to leave me. No one wanted me to go back to Kakarara. They were talking to Stanley Kagongwe, the boy will be snapped up by someone else. What if Liverpool of Okahanja was coming, go take that boy? And then Stanley said, I'm assured that boy is in and out African Stars. He's going nowhere. So when I started friendlies, I was already like, I was welcomed with open arms because I forced them to welcome me with open arms because it was, when you are
The
good,
talent, yes.
yeah, when you are good, no one can push you down. And we had Shepard Morabe that time as coach. That's where I started. He roped me in. There was no way, no two ways about it.
How was the reception? I mean, I like the atmosphere in the dressing room with the senior players. I mean, acceptance of young players and newcomers. Like you said, this guy is probably coming to take my place, or he's going to coming to take my friend's place. So how was it? Was there any tension among the players?
I think that was it was a given. It was time for change. I pity the guys like Katisha, Bernard Newman, Juku, Bowie Shinga, the Chief Boas. The guys were part of the 1984 team that won the domestic cup. That was the last cup African Stars won, 1984. And then they went on a dry spell for 7 years. So maybe they accepted that. And then remember 1990, they played promotion relegation.
Yes,
They almost went down. And then they recovered. 1991, they came second in the league. That's why we went to play in Zaire. Former
It's
Zaire.
against Bongo.
Bongo
was it?
Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost 5-0 on aggregator.
Yeah. 2-0 away and 3-0 here. You have a good memory, CK.
Okay, now at some stage after that, you have established yourself now as a vital cog in the Stars starting lineup. The team went a little bit on a slippery slope where you struggled and you went through a lot of things at Stars, although you also enjoyed some success. How was it like, I mean, trying to keep the team afloat when the going was tough?
First of all, 1992, when I started playing, that was now the end of the 7 years of
It's
drought.
7 years drought, yeah.
Yeah, so when I came, we changed a lot. We made African Stars people to enjoy what African Stars is about, because that is the year we played Black Africa in the 1992 Castle Classic final. That is the year we played Ramblers in the Metropolitan Cup.
Finally, won 3-2.
We won both.
Yes.
So that's the year also we went to DRC, as we said, then Zaire. We had a good team bonding exercise there. That was a good trip, funny moments. Some we can not talk about. That was a good team bonding. I think the Zaire trip helped us a lot. That is maybe formed part also of the acceptance.
Years of experiences.
Yeah, the acceptance also, I think it was helped by that trip as well.
What was your role in the team as a youngster playing next to Bernard Newman and Chechen Erumbu and those senior players? And you were really a marvel to watch. I mean, I was one of the guys who could pay any kind of money to go and watch you playing football.
Thank you.
What the confidence that you had for somebody your age? Where did this come from? How did you manage to?
I mentioned arrogance, slight arrogance, because in school I was a settled starter at the secondary school first team Kakarara. I played in the midfield of a 4-3-3 system, in the middle, in the center, and then so I was sometimes I tried libero as well, and then I was speedy. When I came to African Star, I thought I would play central midfield. And then Shepard Morab, he saw my speed and then he converted this whole system. He made it a 4-4-2, me on the wing. So that's why I didn't struggle. I didn't struggle. From training, commitment, there was no way I will be shy or afraid of going in there. I played football. Like also we were a bunch of our youngsters, with Young Hungry Lions, Namibian Swallows, the youngsters of Okahanja. We had a bunch of very talented boys. Seven Ejala with us, Maniki Kaimu, Herman Muharukwa, Goliath Kahoro, Epson Kauta, Lawrence Tari Sharera. We knew it all, man. We were very, 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 very wise.
Now Zico, the name Zico, he was a Brazilian soccer player, brilliant midfielder. How did you came to this name Zico? Was it given to you by your teammates, or how did you acquire this name?
It was-
This big name, Zico.
It's a big name. It's white. They called him the White
Tell us a
Pellet.
little bit how you got this name.
I played in Waterberg, the senior primary school, and then we went to play in Oshitu. Man, I played that tournament. And in Chapiru Gerod, he had no choice. He gave me the name, and I started writing it on my class books as a nickname, and it stuck.
So ever since you're no longer Satrach, you became Zico.
Yeah.
Okay, now what was your biggest moments with African Stars?
I'm proud to be a part of the change. The 1992 revolution, we really changed the face of African Stars. Since the 1984 Men's Take Up, African Stars really was a walkover for many teams. I pity the guys who were there because they were not winning. It was disheartening for the supporters. You know the folklore. So many people coming to the stadium and always going. Some old topics forgot their cars at the stadiums, and then when you get home, all the keys are in the pocket. The car, where's the car? They are waiting and guys, where's the car? And then he was wondering. So it was painful those years. Now 1992, it was a year of change. We came. A bunch of the guys, the youngsters I mentioned, we all came. We wanted positions. Fortunately, we had that trip to DRC. We bonded, accepted, and then when we came back, we gave teams hell. That's we played the Castle Classic. We went to Oshakati. We played in two groups, three teams. Black Africa was on the other group. African Stars was in this group. I think we played the Civics and Blue Waters, and then we both goals went through. African Stars, Black Africa. We had to come back to Windhoek for the next weekend, next Saturday, to play that final. Their tails were up because they never win. They don't lose in the finals against African Stars. It's weer ons when we went through from Oshakati. It's weer ons, it's us again. So they said, not this time. Not this time. And we came Saturday. We drew 0-0, went to penalties. I remember 7 Njala missed for us, Mike Peterson missed for Black Africa, and then there was a caucus. They said, no, let's stop it here. Let's bring them back. Replay on the next Saturday. Next Saturday came, and I was injured in the first round, the first final. I was kicked by Ringo Scriver. May his soul rest in peace, Ringo Scriver. But there was no way I would miss the final. So that's maybe the way I walk like this today is because of the injection. So I took an injection for that weekend. I had to play the final again. I played the final. We won 1-0 from a Boashing at cross to 7 Njala header. We won that cup. So Black Africa, they thought they have it in the bag, but then other people coming in, strangers who don't care with the history. We never cared with the history. There were guys of us, especially the senior guys, Nico Hinjo, Bowie, Totti, Bobby Chiho, me so also rest in peace. Those people, they couldn't eat. And then we said, oh, bring the lunch. Pre-match meals. They were not enjoying those because of the tension, because of the fear. And then we said, bring those plates to us. We eat those plates, we go into the field, we ran like hell. Nothing, no fear.
Now, at your age, at some stage, when African Stars was going through a rough patch, not winning games, and you know the crowd, African Stars, they can become very hostile. Now, how did you manage to navigate yourself through those hostile environments and probably just close your ears, not to indulge or to those insults from the crowd?
It was tough. But I was naughty. I was part of the naughty street kids of Katutura, there by BSK, the now BSK, Coco's shops in Kabiripa Street. So I was naughty. That is one thing that helped me. I remember...
So you could take punches. You could roll with the punches.
I would take punches. So there were insults. There were insults. Sometimes your father go and watch the football, or your brother, and then the mother, the father get get the punch. So I was very naughty and I could take the punch. I remember guys who came to African Stars, said Herunga, we brought him from 11 Arrows. He played 2 matches. People are insulting. He says, how can I be insulted while I'm playing for a team? I should be insulted when I'm in the other team. He went back to 11 Arrows. He said, no. So there were guys who faint-hearted, who went back, but we stood the test of time. Some of us, we took the punch.
Zico, unfortunately, your career came to an abrupt end while still at the pinnacle of your career through, I think, niggling knee injuries. How did it feel not playing football? Well, I think you were 29 when you stopped playing, if I'm not
You
mistaken.
remember very well.
Yes, okay. How did it feel like?
It was painful. Look, we played for Mahala, I remember, just for the love of the church. So it was not like I'm losing an income. I was already working for the Ministry of Education. So it was not like I'm losing any income. There was no payments from, like today's players, maybe when you have to come to another.
I'm talking about the love for the game, sharing the dressing room with your teammates and match days. You never miss those.
We missed it. I really missed it. You are right. The camping, because we used to camp. I don't know about today's guys, but we used to camp. The friendship, it was too much. Even when you go for drinks after matches, you always 3 or 4 guys, the same team together. So with the brotherhood, I really missed it. Because I remember 1998, the injuries started coming in, and but still I soldiered on. I remember we beat Blue Waters in the Metropolitan Cup final at the Independence Stadium in 1998. That was my last cup. And then 1999, I put into the knees, the hamstrings, many injuries. So I couldn't try. I stopped.
Now you stood the test of time. Even some players, when they stop playing, they disappear from the game. I mean, you are forever present in African Stars games, African Stars activities. Your love for African Stars. I'm sure that you will go down as a legend, a club legend. Many will remember you for your commitment towards the well-being of African Stars. Where do you want to see African Stars in the future?
African Stars is very close to my heart. It's my second family. I grew up under the tutelage of Leslie Kolongwithi, Paki Waka, Kilian Karija, Stanley Kolongwithi. Those were the guys who were with me. George Karisep, the guys, they really took care of us. And then African Stars is in good hands, very good hands. I like it that we are not suffering. There are teams who are suffering, teams who are being relegated now, infightings, the power struggles. I'm fortunate. It's fortunate for African Stars. I always tell the people African Stars is blessed. Maybe their ancestors are watching over us. People who played for the team are still watching over us. African Stars is blessed. So they can always, if they win the league or come second, I would like them to compete in the African club competitions. I want them to be like Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Dominate Namibian football. Yeah.
Dominate Namibian football, become a well-oiled machine, get the best players, and go on to greater heights.
During your career, who was your toughest opponent, and who were your favorite players? Whether your teammates or from opposition?
Even before I started playing, as young boys who walked to the Independence Stadium, we had favorites in different teams. When you know Blue Water is coming, you know you have Koko Matunga there. 11 Arrows, you have Shea Mwelashi. Black Africa, you have Reston Mugane. We were Mendoza, Hipondoka, Tigers. We had Ambrosius 5, Orlando Pirates. We had favorites. And then, so when I was playing, I have to mention Mohamed Osep. Mohamed Osep, a favorite and also a toughest opponent. Bobby Samaria, worth a mention, those 2 guys. Dolphy Campbell. And then in defense, Mike Klassen. He was playing for Black Africa.
Very good player. Very good player. Intelligent.
Game reader, not speedy, but very good game reader. So there are quite a few. So I enjoyed playing with Waka Waka Hohosa, master of the ball.
Well, with that, we've come to the end of another edition of African Stars Club Legends. So from all of us here, cheers. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.